Good day, it's Ishola Adedeji Michael again, and it is Success Enlightenment. And today, I'll be discussing the problem of this our generation. This video is specifically made out for youths within the range of 15 to 35 years old. Now, what is the problem of this generation? Now, the greatest problem of this generation is we are very, very creative in turning opportunities to liabilities. Our fathers, forefathers, in fact, there is never a time on earth that there are more opportunities for success, for progress, for adventures than it is at the moment. But the problem of this generation is that many of these opportunities has been creatively, astutely turned to liability. Sometimes I have to wonder what our fathers would have achieved if they have 10% of the opportunities this generation has. But in this present generation, I tell you, you can make money in the comfort of your house. You can make money in the comfort of your room, yet there is still mass poverty in this generation. Why? Why? The greatest discovery and resources of this generation is the what? Is the internet. The internet has made it possible that with just an Android phone and a data access, so many things can be done by an average youth. But to my surprise, what 99% of the youth out there use the internet, the cell phone and the data access to do is what? Is scamming. For crying out loud. Is scamming. Now, three things are very, very important to every man on earth. Number one is peace. Number two is wealth. And number three is relevance. Now, when you engage in activities such as scamming, I believe two of those things are not of relevance to you anymore. You don't care about peace and you don't care about relevance. Or you care about is what? Is money or wealth. Now let me tell you this. A lot of people make much more without scamming than with scamming. And that is the beauty of this generation. But the problem is this generation lacks discipline. This generation lacks discipline. It is never a bad thing to want to have a fun. You want to spend 15 minutes, 10 minutes break with what you are doing. Maybe that minute break you want to spend it watching maybe Sabino's comedy. But the moment this generation open the phone, goes into the comedy, that's all for the day. That's all for the day. Before you know it, from Sabino's comedy, they go to AY comedy. They went to Granddaughter. Before you know it, they are there in Brother Shaggy. Before you know it, another Adekola series they've started, and that's all for the rest of the day. And the major things men and women that will rise up to achieve greatness in life does not have to play with is time. Every single adventure takes time, and every adventurer doesn't joke with time. They doesn't joke with time. This generation makes it so easy for you to wake up in the morning and the next thing you see is it's night already without doing anything. And that is when you don't take caution of the time you spend on the internet. When you don't take caution of the time you spend on the social media, trust me, you are easily drained out of your useful time. I bet it with you. This generation is so blessed, so blessed for you to be a beggar. This generation is so blessed for you to end up in what? In penury. This is a generation where a 20 years old can comfortably and confidently sponsor his education without having to do a laboring job. Trust me, there are thousands of huge rewarding skills on the internet out there you can be doing. We have digital marketing skills, we have content creating. There are so many of them. Take your time And many of these skills, you don't even need to master them in 6 years. No. 3 to 4, 5, 6 months, you already what? You already set to start. That is how creative this generation is. Gone are those days, you cannot, our forefathers, they cannot access the stock market, the forest market, except they have to go through the broker. This generation, you can actively access the stock or forest market by the comfort of your what? Of your home, with just your what? Your internet access and your what? And your cell phone or laptops. The beauty of this generation is yet to bloom, because 98% of the youth out there, especially the African youth, has not been able to capitalize on the opportunity this generation has brought to us. I am saying this where you are. I am saying this where you are. Few people in life really regret the action they have taken. Majority, their regret in life is that they don't take an action. You open your internet, and every time all you scared of is what? Being scammed. Well, don't worry, let them scam you. Trust me, you get better. I invest in Ponzi schemes. When the word Ponzi schemes is moving around, people think what it means is that everyone is dying. Everyone is dying, they're scamming this, they're scamming that. No. I've been a part of so many major Ponzi schemes, and the beauty of it is this. I learn to invest smartly because I have the resources of knowledge this generation has brought. I don't have to buy textbooks to be smart these days. All I have to do is get on the internet and know what I want to know. Thank God for the new innovation, the ChatGPT. You get to know much more than you can ever afford to if you have to buy text. Trust me. When a Ponzi scheme come out newly, I invest in them. A week or two, I'm out of there. I'm not going there to become a millionaire or a billionaire, because I know riches takes time to build. Wealth takes time to build. If all I can get from them is just 10% of my investment, I'm okay. I'm out of it. A new one comes in, I'm there. I'm out of it. That's what I do. But for those of you out there who are greedy enough, something you have to wait for something to be paying for 8 months before you get in there, you will be scammed. I don't know how you're going to do it. You'll be scammed. The very basic principles to making money on the internet, it is getting into business early. When anything is going on the internet, get in early. See Bitcoin, see Ethereum, see the entire cryptocurrency. Majority of people who have bought early, they are now billionaires. Not millionaires. They are now billionaires. If they have decided not to sell, up to now, they are billionaires. But you that you are going in just now, trust me, majority of you, over 80% will lose their capital and even have to borrow and still lose it. Because the booming ages is past. Now, the point is not that the age of booming is not longer coming in cryptocurrency. It will come. But the point is, now is not the time. Now is the time the entire world is trying to get crypto regulated. So regulation into an asset means that such an asset at the moment is at risk of what? Of dropping. The volatility is negative. It's negative. Astute investors at the moment, what they do is what? They short the market. They wait for the market to have a pump, then they short it. A pump, they short, because they believe that the pump of the market at the moment is not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Let's not deviate from our point here. My point here is this. This generation is too blessed for you to be poor. You are out there, you are finding it difficult to make a living. You are out there, you find it difficult to sponsor your education. You are out there, you are finding it difficult to land back on your career. All you have to do is pick something you can do. You don't have to be a hard worker. All you have to do is to be a smart worker in this generation. Look at me right now. I'm creating content on social media. That's a content creator. This can be your own next line of business. Just start. And with your dedication, hard work, you will be amazed as far as what this generation has to offer. Do not take your time for granted. That is the greatest problem of this generation. When you take your time for granted, this generation, poverty will be inevitable for you. This is not a generation where you sleep from 12 to what? To 12 just because you've gone to farm in the morning and you back by 11. No. This generation has a lot more to offer, but you have to be dedicated and you have to be disciplined. Thank you all for watching. Don't just watch, like, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.